So the ultimate question, gas versus diesel. Hey, good morning everyone. So a question that's often asked in my video is the main differences between a gas and a diesel engine and which one you should look at buying if you're going to be towing different applications. Now I'm going to follow much of the same logic that I had in my single rear wheel versus dual rear wheel video, where I kind of break down what applications I think are best for what. Now first, let's start with half-ton and below trucks and what I think they're best for. So as most people know, Ford is now going to be offering a 3-liter diesel engine in the F-150. Ram already offers the EcoDiesel as part of their 1500 line. GM offers diesel options for both their Canyon and Colorado. And there are talks that they'll be putting a diesel inside of their 1500 series truck as well. Generally, if you're going to be towing with a half-ton or below truck, you're usually looking at weights below 6,500 pounds. Now, a lot of people think a 6,500 pound trailer isn't that heavy of a trailer, and that's true. It's not that heavy of a trailer when it comes to towing applications. But because many RV manufacturers are now making what they call hyperlight trailers, where they're essentially 30, 32, 33 foot long trailers that weigh 6,500 pounds, the size of the trailer is so big that it is going to mimic a lot of the dynamics of a much heavier trailer. When you have a half-ton truck trying to pull a 30-foot long travel trailer, that trailer is going to control how that truck drives tremendously. You're going to see many issues when it comes to sway. It's going to act as a big giant wind sail, and it can cause other problems that half-ton trucks aren't as capable of dealing with, especially when you have a crosswind or when you have trucks passing by you on the interstate or expressways. That being said, if you're going to be using a half-ton or below truck for a towing application, I would generally recommend that you don't go any higher than 6,500 pounds. And if you're at that 6,500 pound weight area, that you really consider what you're actually towing. A boat and an RV tow completely different. A flatbed trailer and an RV tow completely different. Mainly because of how wind impacts the surfaces of an RV versus anything else, simply because you're driving a giant wall going down the street. Now, most half-ton trucks are rated to tow up to around 10 to 12,000 pounds. If you look at the actual tow specifications for your specific model, you may actually be a little disappointed because you bought your truck thinking it can tow 12,000 pounds, but if you look at your tow specs, it might say you can only tow 8,800 pounds or 9,000 pounds. And that's largely because many people look at the maximum tow rating of the vehicle they're buying, but not necessarily the specific model that they're buying. That being said, manufacturers want to brag about having the highest tow capability. So when they say the new Nissan Titan XD can tow 12,500 pounds, they're meaning a specifically equipped Nissan Titan XD, not all Nissan Titan XDs. Same with F-150, same with Chevrolet and Ram. Your typical crew cab configuration on all the trucks really going to land you closer to 10,000, maybe 11,000 pounds if you have the max tow package. Most diesel pickup trucks in the half-ton below segment are really designed for fuel economy when they're unloaded or under light usage. So if you have some payload in the back, or if you're driving it around as a daily vehicle, diesel half-ton and below trucks will generally give you the best miles per gallon of any truck. You're going to sacrifice some performance. You usually will have a respectable torque number, especially with the Nissan Titan. You're in the 600 pound-feet of torque range, whereas on many of the other trucks, it's still going to put you in the 400 category. Whereas 3/4 ton and 1 ton trucks are designed for towing, half-ton and below are generally designed for fuel economy. Now, when you look at 3/4 ton up trucks, you're generally going to find out that those specific trucks are going to have much greater torque numbers, usually in the 800 and 900 plus pound-feet of torque range. And the horsepower numbers are still high themselves, usually over 350 horsepower, and now in the mid 400s for some of the manufacturers. It's because 3/4 ton up trucks are designed to tow. They're designed to have heavy travel trailers, heavy fifth wheels, and goosenecks attached to them for the purpose of towing those vehicles. That's why interior ride comfort usually comes in second, because you need much stiffer springs to support the pin weight of the different types of trailer applications you may use that truck for. What applications do I recommend a gas engine for? If you're going to be in the 6,500 to 10,000 pound towing capacity range, a gas engine 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck should be more than adequate for that application. A diesel engine will still perform better when towing uphill. It'll still slow a trailer down better when you're going downgrade, mainly because of a diesel engine exhaust brake that all the manufacturers now include as part of their diesel offerings. But that braking system can be crucial if you're hauling a heavy trailer downhill. Now again, when you're in the 6,500 to 10,000 pound range, it's not as critical, but the closer you get to 10,000 pounds, the more you will feel the weight behind you when you're slowing down. Any vehicle can get a trailer moving. Diesels are going to do better going uphill. Gas engines will do fine when you're going on flat ground, but diesel engines will definitely provide additional stopping power when you're going down a grade, towing trailers that are, above 7,000 or 8,000 pounds. Below that, the trailer brakes as well as the truck brakes should be able to easily stop most trailers. Now, where do I believe that you should definitely opt for a diesel? If you're towing 10,000 pounds or more, I would say a diesel is almost mandatory, primarily for the assistance that the engine exhaust brake is going to give you when you're slowing down. Also, if you plan on taking that vehicle up grade or up a hill, a diesel engine is going to give you far more power to do that with less effort. I would even say that between 7,000 and 10,000 pounds is where you want to start leaning more towards a diesel versus a gas engine. Mainly because, again, these travel trailers are getting so big that an 8,000 pound travel trailer is a very heavy and large travel trailer, oftentimes being well over 30 feet long, and being able to slow that down is crucial. So having a diesel engine exhaust brake to assist your manual brakes can definitely improve your safety. Now keep in mind, on your half-ton and below trucks, a diesel engine option is generally going to be anywhere from a $3,000 to $6,000 option. Whereas on your 3/4 ton up trucks, a diesel option can be anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000, depending on which manufacturer and if there's a transmission requirement that goes along with it. If you're one of those shoppers that wants to get the best tool for a certain application, a diesel may not always be it. Depending on what you're towing, how you're towing it, where you're towing it, a gas engine may be more than suitable for what you're doing and may be overkill in many cases. If you have a 4,000 pound trailer or boat, and right now you have a half-ton truck, or you're considering getting a half-ton truck, but you'd really like a 3/4 ton truck, a good compromise would be to save the $10,000 upgrade and get a Chevy 2500, Ford F-250, or Ram 2500 truck to tow your 4,000 pound boat with a gas engine. And you're going to have more than enough power to pull it, stop it, drive with it, whatever you need to do, but you're going to be saving a tremendous amount of money. Yet, if you really want a 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck, that's a way to get into it at a lower cost. Something you do want to keep in mind is that when it comes time to sell or trade a gas-powered 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck, you will take a big hit. Just like it saved you $10,000 to $12,000 on the front end, it's going to possibly depreciate much quicker than you imagine. Only because most people in the market for used 3/4 ton up trucks are looking for a diesel. So it's a harder vehicle to sell, and the perception that goes along with gas-powered 3/4 ton up trucks is that they're underpowered, that they don't feel the same as diesel engines. And that's true to a degree. So some of that's perception. The other part of it is fuel economy, that a lot of folks automatically will describe a gas-powered engine as giving you horrific fuel economy, and that's not always true. Depending on what you tow as well as other factors, fuel economy might actually be better in a gas-powered vehicle. Now, buying a used diesel vehicle is something you want to be very careful of, especially if it's only a few years old, mainly because you don't know where the previous owner purchased their fuel from, what quality of fuel they used, and if they purchased it from high-volume gas stations that cycle through their diesel fuel very often. You want the freshest possible diesel fuel in your truck. You don't want your truck potentially contaminated with bad fuel. Bad fuel in a diesel truck can mean waters in the fuel, and that fuel can then go into your injection system. which can destroy it, causing you anywhere from $6,000 to $20,000 in repair on modern diesels with high pressure fuel systems. So if you're in the market for a pre-owned diesel truck, just make sure you pull as many of the records on that truck as possible. So be very careful and definitely do your diligence when you're looking at used or pre-owned diesel pickup trucks. Anyways, I hope this video has been informative. If it has, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.